Hey guys, this is Aegis, and I'm back with a Collegiate Star League game. This is going to be the University of Maryland, Baltimore County versus Virginia Tech, and we're going to be playing on MLG Zelnaga Caverns for our first map. It's going to be a Terran versus Protoss, um, so I guess it's somewhat balanced. Oops, I left my chat on. And here we are in the game. It's going to be Siren over here in the top right hand corner. He's going to be spawning as the pink Terran player. His opponent is going to be Slowking, our purple Protoss player. These colors are pretty similar. One is just slightly lighter than the other. So this map is pretty conducive to Terran doing things to base or going up to that planetary fortress at the gold, trying to kill the Protoss off of that. Or, since you know exactly where your opponent is, 111 is pretty good on this map as well. So we'll see what Siren decides to do. He told me that he was going to do one of his favorite builds. I'm not sure exactly what that is, and over here Slowking, haven't really seen him play before, so we'll see what he decides to do in this game. He is not going to be walling, just in case Siren decides to push early, tries to kill things off at the front by just shooting up the ramp. There's that 9 pylon scout going to be checking out Siren's base over here, and there's the barracks going to get planted down as well. We'll see if he decides to take gas, and that will indicate what he's trying to do in this game right now. Slowking grabbing his gateway right now, going to be going up to 14-15 before he grabs his first gas. He's scouting the inside of his opponent's base right now to see if there's anything being hidden, to see if there's any gas, and he's going to see the gas go down. And Siren is going to continue to chase after that probe with his SCVs, making sure that he doesn't take too much damage. He's going to need to pull another guy to deal with this one. And there's the gas coming up for Slowking. He doesn't move his probe away. He needs to go back to mine or to throw down another pylon. There it is coming up for Slowking. This will prevent him from getting supply blocked in about 30 seconds. And Siren here, there's his orbital command coming up. Everything is nice and normal except for the 2 guys in gas. We'll see if this is on purpose or if he ends up throwing another guy into the gas in the near future. There's the probe checking out the sides of the base, making sure that everything is normal. It looks like this is intentional. He's going to be going for a tech lab. There it is coming up. He's going to go 2 Marauders, 2 Marines, 2 SCVs, and go for this push. At least that's what I've seen in the past. And over here, Slowking grabbing a second gas as well as a cybernetics core, finishing up. Chrono Boost continually being used on the probes. He will have enough to be able to drop a Chrono Boost on the first warp gate as well as the first stalker if he so desires. We'll see if that's what he chooses to do. Another pylon going up. And should be a stalker coming out shortly. He's not really mining out of this gas just yet. Gas? There's the stalker coming up as well as still that one guy. No scout, says Slowking. And Sirens doesn't need it. And Slowking saying that he's gonna go DTs. I do it. Yeah. It's not gonna be pretty if he decides to go DTs. And there's the Marauder and the 2 Marines out on the field. It's 2 SCVs coming out as well. He's gonna push across the field with this and possibly throw down his command center while this occurs. He's going to be racking up those minerals right now, trying to get enough to do that. There's the robotics facility as well as the second gateway coming out for Slowking, and with those units coming across for Siren, he's actually kind of out of range of this tower, so he doesn't know that this is coming across right now. So he's not going to be too ready for this. His first sentry is still on the way, and Siren is going to get here just in time to break down this front. And 2 SCVs will be coming up as well. There's that stalker taking 1 shot at that Marauder. And here comes the Terran units up the ramp. He's going to slow down that first Zealot. Sentry does pop out, but it's just a tad bit too late. Force field goes down. That's just for show. Another Marine as well as another Marauder coming up to the front. That Stalker is going to get pounded down, and the SCV also coming forward. Looks like one of these pylons may fall as well, and a Marauder is going to face this Immortal soon. It looks like Siren is going to back out. He can actually do a little bit more damage in there before backing out, but it looks like he's going to choose to fall back, grab this tower here. And the command center, as I said, was coming up. And there's two bunkers coming up for Siren as well, making sure that he can hold the front in case his Protoss opponent decides to counter push, which is a possibility going for a nice big Immortal push, but it looks like he's going to go Stargate off of this. So he's got a Robotics and a Stargate off of this. We'll see what he decides to do. He's going to be throwing up another pylon. He may be going all in with this. I'm kind of confused because it's really difficult to make Immortals and those very expensive Void Rays all off of one base, and Siren is finishing up his stim pack right now, getting his factory that will allow him to get those medevacs out onto the field and make his army even more deadly. There's the orbital command coming up at the natural expansion, going up to 3 barracks. We'll see when he decides to get some upgrades for his ground infantry units. Looks like Slowking going to be dropping his Nexus after grabbing a Stargate. Looks like one Void Ray coming out for Slowking. A very interesting build here. I wonder if he has something special planned for the future, maybe some carriers or some motherships. I'm just being hopeful here. I don't actually expect to see that, but it would be awesome to see that out on the field during this game. There's the starport coming up, which will allow the production of those medevacs in a short while. There's the probe from Slowking, making sure that it can get some map vision out onto the field. There's 2 probes. He actually has pretty good map vision right now. Slowking even dropping a pylon here, getting ready to do some pushing just in case he feels like it. Looks like here's the Immortals as well as the Zealots. Couple of sentries coming forward. He's got his Nexus on the way, so I'm interested to see what he's trying to do with this right now. Siren is pretty far ahead in terms of economy right now, grabbing the double gas at his natural expansion as well as continually dropping those mules. And here comes the Protoss army, going to be pushing up to the front. He's got a Void Ray as well. And there's one supply depot that will see these Zealots coming forward, so Siren will know to build some additional units. There's Siren's army repositioning itself. He's going to need another supply depot in order to continue production. He's got medevacs out on the field as well, so that bolsters his army quite a bit. And there's not that much that can actually shoot up here. And there's that one Immortal getting a couple shots. And it looks like Siren got his SCVs up at the front as well, getting ready to repair. 3 supply depots being created right now, as well as the infantry armor, infantry weapons +1. There's a transfer over of probes to the natural expansion for Slowking. He's going to be swinging his army around the backside, maybe trying to break these rocks down, but that would only help Siren build yet another base, as Siren has been able to resume production of his units right now, as well as additional medevacs popping out. And the combat shield upgrade, there's a Void Ray charging up on those rocks, and Siren doesn't see those rocks going down actually, so here comes the Protoss army up through the side. It's going to position itself behind this natural expansion. Siren not quite responding to that just yet, and there's the Protoss army trapping itself in the back. The SCV is getting pulled for just a moment, and the command center being forced to lift off, but this army from Slowking is getting wiped out right now. It's just a couple of Immortals remaining. There's that one Void Ray retreating to the backside. Looks like the Marine's going to be chasing after those guys, and Siren will be able to continue mining at his natural expansion in just a moment. There's that Void Ray scooting into the main of Siren. He's going to be able to clean that up. Only 28 HP remaining. Looks like it will grab one SCV kill. Meanwhile, on the other side, Colossus production has begun for Slowking, but Siren sees everything. He's got his factory right over the base, and it looks like Siren is going to mount a pretty big counter push right now. There's the medevacs coming across the field, as well as a ton of Marauders. Is there really anything here for Slowking? No, there isn't. He's pulling all of his probes out of his natural expansion. This Nexus will fall, and this will put Slowking so far behind, even if he manages to stay alive. After this attack, looks like the pylon's falling as well. Slowking will get supply blocked as soon as that Nexus falls. There it is. He's got one sentry as well as one Colossus. I don't think it has range just yet. No, there's no range up for Slowking right now. and Siren is going to be able to push up here pretty quickly. There's the Stimpack running up, and there's that Force Field trying to hold Siren back. Looks like the Marauders are going to be able to do some damage. The Sentry does go down. The Marines able to run up the ramp into Slowking's base, and there's no way that I can see Slowking actually holding this off. A second Colossus pops out. All the probes getting pulled off the line. The second Colossus quickly falls. Slowking GG's out of this first game. Siren winning it for UMBC, taking it 1-0 right now. We're going to be moving to game number 2 in the match between UMBC and Virginia Tech. Game 2 will be held on MLG Shakuras Plateau. And we'll see you guys on that map. It's going to be a, let's see, Zerg versus a Zerg. So this is going to be something interesting to see. We'll see what these two players have planned out for this map. Virginia Tech versus UMBC.